after Prime Minister Modi announced a meditation retreat to Kanyakumari starting the 30th of May to the 1st of June after campaigning ends. It's similar to what he did in Kedarnath in 2019 and also in Pratapgarh in 2014. A major political war is now erupted. The Congress has in fact met with the Election Commission and complained officially over the visit, calling this yet another stunt to garner votes in the final phase. The party has called this a violation of the Model Code of Conduct, highlighting this as a ploy to influence voters via media coverage of the visit. West Bengal Chief Minister and TMC Chief Mamata Banerjee has also said that her party will move the Election Commission, claiming that this coverage will not be less than that of an election campaign when after the 30th of May, all political parties and all candidates are ceased from campaigning, are refrained from campaigning. While these are voices that are raising concerns over the violation of the Model Code, other voices like that of Jairam Ramesh of the Congress Party have called it a retirement retreat, claiming that the NDA government will fall on the 4th of June. Both the DMK and the RJD have similarly called this a desperate election gimmick which will not sway voters. So what does this reaction from the India Alliance highlight? Is the meditation retreat a violation of the Model Code, or has the opposition been spooked by Prime Minister Modi's cultural power play?
साइलेंस पीरियड में इनडायरेक्ट कैंपेनिंग नहीं होनी चाहिए। ये सीधा आदर्श संहिता का उल्लंघन है। ये आवश्यक होना चाहिए प्रतिबंध चुनाव आयोग द्वारा कि इसका प्रसारण विजुअल मीडिया के द्वारा प्रतिबंधित होना चाहिए।
Our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, is a symbol of hate. He is a symbol of divisive politics, and he is a symbol of fakeness. If a person is going to wear the rock and doing meditation, it is an insult to Swami Vivekananda.
जो ट्रिक है ना, ये घिस काफी चुका है। इसलिए मैं बार-बार आग्रह कर रहा हूँ कि बिना कैमरे के प्रधानमंत्री जी आप ध्यान में जाइए, तब समझूंगा कि आपने ध्यान किया है। अन्यथा इसको मैं ढोंग और पाखंड के सिवा कुछ नहीं मानूंगा।
चाइना ने भूमि ले ली है, पाकिस्तान ने ले लिया, पीओके ले लिया, और इस सारे विवाद की जड़ ये कांग्रेस ही है जो इस देश को टुकड़े टुकड़े गैंग के साथ मिलकर खंडित करना चाहते हैं।
All right, joining us now is for a direct face-off on this issue. C.R. Kesavan is spokesperson of the BJP, Lakshmi Ramachandran, spokesperson of the Congress Party. Kesavan, the Congress, the TMC, the DMK, their contention is that this is, violative of the Model Code of Conduct, that despite the campaigning ending on the 30th, on 31st and 1st, and particularly on 1st, when the voting will be on for the final phase, the Prime Minister will be getting undue media coverage, and therefore the Election Commission needs to stop him from doing this.
Good evening, Zaka. Before I address that, first, I'd like to say that in independent India, there has been no Prime Minister like Modi ji. He is a philosopher Prime Minister like a Rajrishi who has a deep understanding and respect for our parampara, history and tradition. And if you see, like you mentioned in 2014, he went to Pratapgarh because it was a historic place where Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had defeated the Adil Shah dynasty's Afzal Khan. Then in 2019, he went to Kedarnath, where the Jyotirling, one of the most important of the 12 Jyotirlings are there. Important issue here is, let me address it point by point. Modi ji is going there on a spiritual quest to follow the footsteps of Swami Vivekananda. You talked about the Congress allegations. In 2019, the Prime Minister had gone on May 18th, and May 19th was the voting, and May 23rd were the results. Same scenario. And I think, if I remember correct, I read a report that the PMO had got prior permission, and the Election Commission said it was no Model Code of violation. A similar thing is happening here. But what I need to counter is, they talked about camera politics. Isn't it ironic? Rahul Gandhi used to be a Chunavi Hindu. He used to go, to temples, and cameras used to follow him. But this time you should please notice what he has done. He ran away from Wayanad to Raebareli. But in Raebareli, a day before, on the day of the nomination at his office, the glare of the media, he did puja part. You would remember that with his family. But in Wayanad, when he filed nomination, which is a minority-dominated place, did he do puja part? Were there any rituals? No. because this is what is called bigoted religious appeasement.
Okay.
And they talk about, yeah, go
Let
ahead.
me ask Lakshmi Ramachandran, you know, Kanyakumari is a significant place, it's a historic place, it is the last land point of India, the southernmost tip of India. It's the place where Swami Vivekananda, of course, had a vision of Bharat Mata. He meditated there for 3 days, he had a vision for a developed India. In fact, it's a very popular tourist destination as well. If the campaigning ends, and we all admit it's been a long and harrowing campaign for every political party, every politician involved, 2.5 months. If the Prime Minister wants to take a break by meditating at Kanyakumari, what is your problem? Why does the Congress Party have a problem with that?
Good evening. So if the Prime Minister wants to meditate, he can do it on June 2nd or June 3rd or even later. He'll have a long time. After June 4th, you know, he will anyway have to retire and he can go for all these meditation retreats all over India. Why does he have to do it tomorrow? And that too, all of us meditate. I'm sure you meditate, you know, my friend Mr. Kesavan also meditates. Do we all bring cameras and make all TV channels broadcast our these meditation sessions all over India? So that is the problem. Model code of conduct is in place, and tomorrow, this evening, the campaign should end. Day after tomorrow is the last phase of election, which means today the campaign should end. So tomorrow, if the Prime Minister is going to be doing one of his, election gimmicks, you know, travel to Vivekananda Rock and then make the entire television crew conglomerate there and telecast it all over the world, all over the country.
Lakshmi ji, the law, the model code, ma'am, give me 10 seconds. The model code says that you cannot say anything, you cannot campaign. The Prime Minister ostensibly is on a meditation, a silent meditation trip. He's not going to say a word. So then why are you still worried that, you know, he will influence voters?
He can do it without the cameras beaming images of the Prime Minister and all the television channels. Number one. Number two, see, this is in Tamil Nadu, we are towards the end of the summer vacation, which means, you know, it is a tourist spot, last few days of vacation, which means families may want to visit Kanyakumari. It is a very, I mean, towards the, before the monsoon start, it becomes a very important tourist location. So
Okay.
in this time, Kanyakumari is shut for 3 days. Imagine the plight of the businesses, small businesses, big businesses, hotels there.
Okay.
We have to forego all.
So see, I have 2 points that the Congress spokesperson is saying. One second. It's 2 points that she's making. Number one, you know, if the point of the Prime Minister is to meditate, he should do it in private. Why have all this cameras, you know, TV channels, social media, you know, broadcasting that? Number one. And number two, she's saying, you know, this is an inconvenience to the public. These are summer holidays in Tamil Nadu. The city itself will be shut for 3 days because of the Prime Minister's security and so on and so forth. And therefore, it's inconveniencing people. Please respond on both.
Zaka, fascist argument and petty, parochial, pejorative politics by the Congress and India Alliance will be rejected, because I'll tell you the hypocrisy first. They talk about Swami Vivekananda, you know, in that statement of the TNCC president. Swami Vivekananda ji said, I'm a proud Hindu, and you know, Hindu religion is all accepting. But look at the people there in alliance and colluding with. You have a person like the DMK's Mr. Raja, who says Hindu religion is a menace to India and the world. Did the Congress respond to that? There is an SP leader who said Hinduism is the doka. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me. I'm being polite. Please be civil. There is an SP leader who said Hindu religion is a doka. Did they react to it? And then there is a minister, PWD minister, Satish Jarkioli. Hindu is a ganda word. Did Rahul Gandhi and these people have to say anything about it? Forget that. RJD spokesperson commented there in alliance in Bihar. He said Ramcharitramanas is like potassium cyanide. And you talk about Mamata Banerjee, Zaka. This lady says, you know, the Quran, the Bible, Ramayana and Mahabharata will end, but my story won't end. Look at the way they approach religion and spirituality. And recently in Bengal, you know that the Ramakrishna mission was attacked, and Mamata Banerjee says these people were involved in supporting political campaigns, and they tried to politicize the Ramakrishna Math. And these people are coming and talking about Vivekananda Memorial. You're from Tamil Nadu. You know the saffron problems these people have. Tiruvalluvar wears the saffron clothes. Vivekananda ji wears the saffron color. The Janda in Vivekananda Rock Memorial is saffron, says home. Maybe they think this is communal. That is the problem. Let them answer whether they're comfortable with the saffron color and the flag.
Lakshmi Ramachandran, the problem is that Mr. Modi and the BJP are trying to rekindle this spiritual / civilisational connect. Whether it is 2014 when he went to Pratapgarh, it's the scene of the final battle between Chhatrapati Shivaji and Afzal Khan. Then you have in 2019 Kedarnath, and you all know how important Kedarnath is to the Hindu religion. It's one of the 12 most important Jyotirlings in the country. And then Kanyakumari, which of course there's Swami Vivekananda's connection, there is the geographical connection, it is the last land point, it's the point where the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea meet. And the fact that it happens to be in Tamil Nadu, as a politician representing Tamil Nadu, you should be proud of it.
Okay, Kesavan, after he left our party, I think he's forgotten Vivekananda ji's teachings. He does remember what Vivekananda ji wrote, but let me recollect what Vivekananda ji, incidentally, our Prime Minister shares his first name with Swami Vivekananda's Purvashram name, which is Narendra, but the similarity stops there, because let me recall Vivekananda ji's words spoken in the famous World Religion Conference in Chicago. He said, I'm going to read it out, I'm proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only in universal toleration, but we accept all religions as true. I'm proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all religions and all nations of the earth.
Okay, so what is the point you're making?
Swami Vivekananda, we know from this 2024 campaign how Mr. Narendra Modi stands for an ideology which is completely opposite to what Swami Vivekananda spoke about in all his teachings.
So, yeah, CR, respond to that. She's saying that what Swami Vivekananda taught is not the ideology of the BJP and the RSS. You're divisive, whereas he stood for tolerance.
The Rock Memorial, the Vivekananda Rock Memorial was, the major contribution came from Eknath Ranade ji, who was from the RSS. He was the organizing secretary, and the kind of hard work which went, the Congress party opposed this Rock Memorial. Where, Mr. Bhaktavachalam as chief minister opposed it. And then Kanji Periyava had to come in and give a, larger design of the place. And then, Humayun Kabir, again this West Bengal politics. Now in West Bengal, don't interrupt me. In West Bengal, they are opposing Ram Navami. It was Humayun Kabir who represented West Bengal as a culture minister, who again refused to let the Vivekananda Rock Memorial come. So that is the history. Coming back to this Congress party, they have not responded why Rahul Gandhi did a puja in Raebareli and not Wayanad. And Jaka, you're from Tamil Nadu. The Sengol was such a historic thing, which Modi ji retrieved. These people had cast it away and dishonored it as a walking stick. It was given by the Tiruvadavadare Adinam, which is Shaivite mutt, and they disrespected it. Anything spiritual.
So Lakshmi Ramachandran, final word. You keep saying, Mr. Modi comes to Tamil Nadu only for election reasons. Now he's coming after elections also. So what's your problem?
No, it's not after elections. It's before elections. If he came after elections, we would welcome him.
No, Tamil Nadu election is over. Tamil Nadu election is over. Entire South is over. You're saying that Mr. Modi sitting in one corner of southern India is going to influence people in Uttar Pradesh without saying a word.
With the help of TV channels like you. Absolutely.
Okay. Quick answer.
The
media doesn't need to cover.
10
the
seconds.
Media doesn't need to cover. Why? You don't need to go, Zaka. Don't go.
No. I see. In this day and age, even if TV channels don't go, there's always social media. All you require is a mobile phone. Somebody will shoot that and put it up on social media. You don't need TV channels. Yeah.
The India Alliance is going to lose. They are finding an excuse. They are going to say this influenced. Anyway, the BJP is coming with the overwhelming majority.
All right, we'll see about that on the 4th of June. But for now, this controversy, to my mind, seems like a bit of a storm in a teacup. This is something that the Prime Minister has done in the past as well. We'll see what the Election Commission says, because the Congress has made an official complaint to the Election Commission. Thank you very much for joining us in the meanwhile, CR Kesavan and Lakshmi Ramachandran.